Another way to create shapes is with the pen tool. So if we have this pen tool selected, which is a tool that's been in Photoshop for decades now, we can actually create our own custom shape. If you go up here, you can use paths, but I'm not going to use paths for now. In this course, we're just going to focus on the shape tool. So make sure that this says shape up here, and then choose a color that you like. I like more of this turquoisey color. That's really nice. And now when I have my pen tool selected, you see that I have this cool pen icon, and there's an asterisk right there. What the asterisk is saying, and I'm just going to delete these other shapes from before. What this asterisk is saying is that there is no shape on here that I'm selecting. I'm going to create a shape from scratch. If there wasn't an asterisk, it means I would be adding a point to another shape layer. So if I click, I'm just going to click there. You see what happens is that the shape layer, shape 1 over here, pops open. I still have my pen tool, but it doesn't have that asterisk. So I'm just going to click again. And you see now there is a straight line from point 1 to point 2. Think of it as a nail in a board. You're nailing in a board, and then you're drawing a string straight from one board to the next. Then I can click again. And you see, because I've clicked 3 times and it's not just a straight line now, it fills that shape in with the color of our fill. Then I'm just going to go over here, create some more of a trapezoidal shape. Then I'm going to close the shape. And to close the shape, I can click right on that first point. And there was that little circle that you saw. Now, say I made a mistake and I want to add a point. I can go on the line anywhere and click that point and add it. But now I can't move it just with this tool, because if I hover over it, I get that minus point. And if I click it, it subtracts that point. So let me just click that plus tool again and add that point. If I hold the command tool down though, I get my selection tool, and I can actually select that point and now drag it up. You see what happened with this point that I added? It has these 2 lines coming off of it. These affect the angle or the curve of the line coming from that point. So again, holding down the command key, I can click and drag these to create a cool custom shape. Once I'm done creating that shape, and say I take it, I move it around, I get it down to where I actually want it, resize it. Say I want to go back and edit this shape. If I go back and go into my pen tool, I can't really create or edit this shape. I would start creating a new shape if I started clicking around. But I don't want that. I want to be able to edit this shape. So we can go back to our direct selection tool, click on this shape, and then go back in and start editing our shape points. And then once we've gone in with our direct selection tool and selected this shape, and we have this path highlighted, we can go back into our pen tool, and now we can go in and start adding other points to this shape. And then go back to our direct selection tool, move these around however we want, like so. And that's a way to create cool custom shapes within Photoshop. The path tool or the pen tool is a cool tool to use. It takes a little bit of time to get used to how it works to add anchor points, delete anchor points. Let me just show you one other quick thing. So let me turn this off. And say we take this pen tool to create a curve from the get-go. What you can do is just click and drag. So you can see I'm clicking and dragging. If I hold shift down, it creates this straight line in the horizontal form. And then I uncheck that or unclick it. And then if I go down here, click and drag, and then hold shift down again, I can create a curved object. Or if I'm not holding shift, I can go up or down to affect that. So say I go right there, trying to get these about even, then go back here, clicking and dragging. I can try to create a custom ball or circle. It's better if you just use the circle shape, it'll be perfect, but you could go in here and customize it however you want. The last tool is this freeform pen tool. With this one, you want to just click and drag and hold it down all the way until you complete your shape. And you see all of these different anchor points were added. So to go in and edit them, I can go to my direct selection tool and then click on these points and start editing them. I can use my pen plus and minus tool to actually add points or delete points. But you can see here what I'm doing. I'm getting really creative with this. I'm creating some very cool shapes with that kind of technique. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions about the pen tool or creating custom shapes with the pen tool, let me know. Otherwise, we'll just see you in the next lesson.